absolutely love blueberries, so I thought it was time for a blueberry cake. Come on, y'all. Let's go. So we're starting off with 1 pint of fresh blueberries. We're going to get those rinsed real good. Okay, we're going to pour them in a little bowl here. And from here, we're going to check for the little extra stems that may be left on the blueberries. And a lot of times there's a lot of them. In this case, there's a lot of them. So I got to pick around and get them all off. Nobody wants stems in their blueberries when they're eating any kind of dessert for that matter. So make sure you get them all out of there. Okay, in a separate mixing bowls, we're going in with salted butter. Make sure that butter is soft, and we're going in with 3 sticks. Okay, so we're going to cream that together real good. Again, making sure it's real soft, going to make it just that much easier to work with. Okay, we're going with an 8-ounce pack of cream cheese. Any brand you like. I'm just going with good old Kroger. And that cream cheese is soft as well, and we're just going to cream it together. And if you're new to my channel, you'll see that I don't use a lot of machines. I use just a lot of whisk and rubber spatulas or whatnot, but this recipe can easily be used with a hand mixer. You don't have to overwork yourself. All right, so that's coming together pretty good. It's nice and creamed together. It's looking perfect. So from here, we're going to be adding a total of 3 cups of sugar, going in with 1 cup at a time to make sure it's evenly blended in here. I want to cream it together real good. So 1 cup at a time here. And of course, if you're using a mixer of some sort, you don't have to go in 1 cup at a time quite like this. You can possibly speed it up a little bit. But when you're going by hand, you definitely want to make sure you're mixing every ingredient just a little bit at a time to give it nice and evenly mixed. So from here, I'm taking that whisk, y'all, and just going in a little bit further, making sure it's nicely blended here. So in a separate bowl, we're going to be cracking a total of 6 eggs. And I put them in a separate bowl because I like to make sure I'm checking for shells and whatnot and bruised eggs. But I also like to make sure it's nice and whipped real good before I put it in the batter. Because again, by me doing this by hand, it just helps my eggs to be just more fluffy and just works out better for me. So I always do my eggs in a separate container when I'm doing these cakes here. All right, so right now it's going to be looking a little bit like scrambled eggs, and it's going to smooth out, I promise. All right, it's becoming nice and smooth. So from here, we're going in with just some salt here. 1/2 teaspoon. We're also going with a 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla. So now we're going to take 1 lemon. We're going to cut it in half. Take half of the lemon here, and we're going to squeeze it. Squeeze all of that juice out of that half here. Making sure you're not getting any seeds in there. I pick them out before I squeeze it. Okay, so from here we're going to be adding a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. All that vegetable oil makes this cake so moist. All right, so from here we're going to be adding our self-rising flour. A total of 3 cups, and of course 1 cup at a time. Again, we don't want any clumps of flour, so we just add a little bit at a time to make sure that you have the right consistency in your batter. Going in with that last one. Once we know we got most of everything incorporated here, we're gonna whip it real good. Put a little muscle in it, y'all. Okay, so now we're going in with buttermilk, and we want to give it a good shake. And we're going in with 1 cup of buttermilk, and I should have actually added the buttermilk before I added the flour. I almost forgot about it, but I caught it. All right, so we're just gonna get all that buttermilk mixed in here. All right, looks like it's perfect. So now I just take a little spoon here, and I taste the unbaked batter. Taste for flavor here. It's perfect. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to add the blueberries, and as you can see, I'm putting it in a cup because at first I thought I was going to do something different with the rest of them. So I was measuring it out at first, but I'm going to end up using all of these blueberries in this batter. But you do want to pour a little bit at a time here, because you might want a little bit less. So you're just going to stir in, and as you can see here, we want to go with a little bit more. So again, I'm going to end up using the entire container of the blueberries. And again, that was 1 pint. So as we continue to add them, we're just going to continue to gently fold. All right, so we're going in with the rest. And again, gently fold. You don't want to break them up too bad because the bacon in the oven is going to do just fine with that. Okay, so we're going in with a bundt pan here. And we're going to grease it real good. I'm going in with just a little butter. Now you can go in with a little pan spray if you like. And this bundt pan holds 12 cups of batter. Okay, so you just want to grease it real good, getting that butter all in those nooks and crannies. Give every inch of this pan a little butter love, y'all. Okay, and again, I'm working in my restaurant, so I'm working with oversized bowls. I really need to get some smaller bowls for the restaurant. I cook at home a lot as well. But since this is going to make a little bit of a mess, I'm going to set it to the side here and begin to kind of scoop out a little bit. The bowl is oversized, but of course, working at the restaurant, we use oversized everything here. So I'm just scooping it out until I can get it to a point where I can pick the bowl back up and not make a mess. Here we go. We're going to get all that batter in this bundt pan here. Okay, so from here you want to give it a little shimmy because you don't want any air pockets in here. That's perfect. You're going to bake it on about 325 degrees between an hour to about an hour and 15 minutes. My baking time was a little off at the restaurant, but that's okay. At home, 325 degrees between an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so while that's baking, we're going to go ahead and make our glaze. And we're going in with 2 cups of powdered sugar. We're also going in with a total of 4 tablespoons of milk, and I'm using whole milk. You can use skim milk, 2%, but I am using whole. I'm going to whisk that together real good. Okay, so we're going to take the other half of that lemon, and we're just going to give it a light squeeze. See, I have a whole lot of lemon juice left in this lemon here, but we just want to give it a light squeeze. You don't want to squeeze too much, very light. Okay, so mine is out, and I baked mine a little bit darker because, again, sometimes I flip-flop between my kitchen oven and my house oven, but again, if you all follow the instructions on that I give in the description, yours should turn out just fine. And I took it out the oven. I took it out the bundt pan a little too soon, as you can see. It was too hot. So allow your cake to cool at least about 30 minutes. But it's very moist. It's very, very moist. But I took it out the pan a little too soon. So don't be like me. Don't be impatient. Kind of broke the back of it up a little bit. But it's okay. Allow it to sit. Okay, so I've already put my glaze on here. I didn't have it on camera because it was no science to it. So I went ahead and put it on there because I got a little busy doing some other things. So I didn't have time to just really film it. So I just got it on there as quick as I could. All right, now this part is completely optional. I go in with a little bit of blueberry pie filling. And I just put a little bit on around the cake here. Again, this is optional. You do not have to add this, but to me it gives it just that little extra little something. Makes it that much better to me. And I don't add anything to the pie filling. I just use it straight out the can. Again, optional. You do not have to use it. Okay, even though I baked mine a little bit longer at the restaurant, you see how moist it is. You can already tell by how it's cutting. Okay, turned out so good. It is, oh man, look how good that looks, y'all. Absolutely delicious. Okay, so y'all, you know I gotta take a little taste here. Gotta take a little bite. Oh, so good, so moist, so rich, y'all. I hope y'all try this recipe soon. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.